We are in London, it's nighttime, and we are here to test out the new low-light beast, the Sony a7S Mark II. If you like to do photography in low light, the most obvious choice of kit for you is probably a full-frame DSLR. Now, we all know and love the a7S Mark II for its video capabilities, but it's actually a really good stills camera in its own right. The thing that seems to let it down over its competitors is the low-resolution 12-megapixel sensor. With other brands bringing out 36 and now 50-megapixel sensors, the question is there a practical need for something as low as 12? Let's go shooting and find out.
The native Sony Zeiss 35mm f2.8 has been my favorite lens for this system ever since I first saw it. This small lightweight prime on this body really make it the perfect kit for street photography. The setup feels great and produces unparalleled image quality even in the most difficult situations where light is so scarce that most other full-frame cameras would struggle to produce satisfactory results.
The low-light capabilities of the camera show straight away. Just look at this picture I took of the Ferris wheel in Leicester Square. You don't have to be shy about whacking up the ISO. Even when cropped in, the level of detail at 10,000 is incredible. Yes, having a 42-megapixel sensor is great, but it can also be utterly useless when most of the detail is washed out due to high noise. The Sony a7S Mark II compares to none when using it handheld at high ISOs. This is of course a mirrorless camera, which means you can adapt almost any lens ever made using the right adapter. We managed to get hold of the legendary Canon 50mm f.95. Let's have a look what this combo can do.
This is a match made in heaven. The extraordinary brightness of the lens combined with a sensor that controls highlights so well results in images of a certain look I have never seen before. I even dare say this combo is superior to what Stanley Kubrick used for the candlelit scenes in his movie Barry Lyndon. And his lens was an even brighter f/0.7 that was used by and developed for NASA. Apart from the beautiful rendition of the out-of-focus areas, the Canon lens also produces lens flare that should be considered a feature rather than a fault. It produces various shapes, sizes and colors depending on the angle of light hitting the front element. Just look at this portrait of our cameraman Phil that came from the use of street lamps and a passing car in the background. You just don't see this sort of effect with an ordinary lens. This combo really gives a unique look and character to images captured at night. All in all, using the Sony a7S Mark II has been a pleasure. I've never been one who needed to have the highest resolution camera around, and having used this camera has made resolution even less important to me than it was before. If you are a photographer who doesn't like to shoot during the day, the a7S Mark II could very well be a better alternative to getting the a7R Mark II or any other Canon and Nikon equivalents with higher resolution sensors. Apart from having great video features, this camera is made for low-light photography and there are plenty of dark streets, alleyways and parks to explore where the a7S Mark II will give you the best possible results.
At the end, there is only one conclusion worth mentioning. I spent a few days with the Sony a7S Mark II and now I want one. I've been Arpad Lukács, thanks for watching.
Now the key thing I really want to try on this camera is the new 20 megapixel sensor. We've been so used to 16 megapixels for so long from Olympus that I can't think of anything different. So we're going to try that out, we're going to compare it against its old predecessors, and in the meantime we're going to have some fun taking some shots. Come on, come on, come on, come on.